Okay, let me explain what is the difference between our Gamma product and any other product. Well, first of all, let's talk a little bit about the market for our weight loss product. And why do we have such a big market for weight loss is because this kids right here and our children are the first generation of human beings that will have a shorter life expectancy than their parents. According to the Center for Disease Control, this is the greatest disease or problem of our time. And obviously, if we can solve this problem, come up with a way for people to have a solution for this, there's a lot of money that we can make in a very good way to help human beings, humankind. So again, the emphasis I want to say is in the history of humanity, there has never been a generation of children that have a life expectancy shorter than their parents. This is the first time ever. And so it's a huge epidemic problem that's going on. And you can see that in the results over here with the United States. And in 1985, the percentage of obesity is just increasing tremendously to the point where in many of the states here in the South, you're talking over 30% of the population being obese, not overweight, obese. In your state over here is about 25% of the population is obese. And so it's a tremendous problem. And why dieting is not enough, and I hesitate to even call our AgeLOC Gamma a weight loss product. It's better to say it's a fat loss product or an inches loss product. Because what normal weight loss does is that people get this thing called yo-yo dieting. And what happens is they actually go on a diet. And when they go on a diet, they lose weight. Most of the weight they lose is protein, meaning they're losing muscles. And you need the muscles because that burns more calories than fat. And so what happens, they lose their weight, but when they're losing their weight, their metabolism slows down, they're burning less calories. So then they eventually end their diet. When they end their diet, they go back to normal eating. And when they're normal eating, literally what happens is now their body is burning so much less calories that normal eating, they actually gain more weight than they started. With our product is a very different approach, and I can show you some pictures of this, but basically our new product Gamma will do a very different result than anyone else. And how does that work? Well, Gamma, when you lose the inches or lose the fat, you will actually increase the protein or the muscles. So you're actually increasing the amount of calories you're consuming on a daily basis. And a good example of this, I hate to say this, but this is me. It was a pretty obscene picture over here, but this is, I was 47 inches in my belly in November 28th of this past year. So that means just 2 months ago, I was 47 inches in my belly. And you can see that this shirt was really tight for me, and now you can see how much difference that makes. I mean, this is a really huge difference in, for me, losing 7 inches on my belly. Okay, so what it is fat loss instead of weight loss. And a good example of that, I did lose roughly total of just 10 pounds right now. I'm only 10 pounds lighter, but 7 inches smaller around the waist. In other words, fat loss. And this is probably the best example I can imagine here. These two pictures are 30 days apart. I'm exactly the same weight. But if you look at them, man, there's a huge difference in the amount of muscle that I gained during the process. So how does Gamma actually work? What Gamma does actually work is that when people are losing their weight normally, like let's say 200 pounds going to 150, we lose our weight like this, and as we go down to 150, our preset level is still at 200. So our body is actually trying to gain the weight back. You're literally trying to it's like trying to stay underwater holding your breath, and your body actually trying to get back to the 200 right away. So because of that, it becomes more and more difficult. People literally give up, and when they come back up, they just go shooting past the point. What Gamma does is when you lose your weight, you still have to be on a calorie restricted diet to get back down to like 150. But in that process of getting down, Gamma actually has things internally inside of the ingredients that make it a lot easier, because you don't feel any hunger, you don't get moody or upset. It'll really keep you really calm and nice while you're doing this. But when you're here, what it does is it resets your genetic expression down to 150. Now, when you're at 150 like this, your body it's actually hard to gain the weight back. You actually are at a normalized level here. And because of that, you have a much, much, much greater opportunity to keep your weight forever at this level. Again, increasing your calorie burn ratio, you feel a lot more energetic, you feel a lot younger. And this is because it is reset your UT gene clusters and expressing that full UT gene effect. And so this is how this product works. It's a very powerful product. Even the protein types of protein makes a difference in your gene expression. There's a lot more research that is coming out for us as we study this. The bottom line, though, I think with Gamma is we're going to launch it in the October 15th. We already have commitment to sell over $600 million of this product globally. And so what that really means is that it will be as big as the launch of like iPhone 5, which did about 600 million. The largest technology ever launched is iPhone 5. In its first introduction week, they did about $600 million of sales, 2 million pieces. And we expect to do the same thing with Gamma. So I guess the way to look at this is, imagine if you had the chance to be the exclusive rep for iPhone 5 here in your city, and you could sell this. Could you change your life with that opportunity? Could you have a life where you were free? Where you could pay off your home or do whatever you wanted to do? And we are going to do the same sales amount with our Gamma in our first 2 days of sales. So again, it's very similar to owning the rights to this. October 15 will be a very unique day for Nuskin. It's the largest sale of a product in the history of direct selling. Never before have anyone seen anything like our Gamma product. And so this makes us have a very unique position. We're actually preparing for it. You know, it doesn't happen overnight. It's like the space shuttle taking off. So we have to kind of prepare the space shuttle. So, you know, space shuttle will fly like this, right? Where is my little space shuttle? So the real reason why Gamma has such a big opportunity is because the U.S. market penetration for Nuskin is less than 1/100th or 1% in areas like this. Less than 1/10 or 1% everywhere in Nuskin. And so really we're launching a new country, the most richest country in the world. And when we launch Gamma, it will be the biggest launch of any product ever. And as we launch this, you know, take years to build this thing. But then we launch it, and that's the money that we're going to be making. So we're doing all of that right now. The preparation is the most important part. And LTOs, or the way we're going to launch it, is through a limited time offer, a one-time only sale. The first time we did this was with the AgeLOC Gamma Spa. We did 5 million in 2 weeks. The 1 year later, we did it with AgeLOC Transformation. We did 17 million in 2 weeks. 2011, we did 100 million in 2 weeks, R squared and body galvanic. Gamma is expected to do 600 million, so this graph is going to be about here someplace, okay? So that's what we are about to do. So you guys can have a good opportunity with us with Gamma. See you later.